Welcome back to Miss Teacher Tube with Janice Leong. Today we're going to be looking at the amazing world of conjunctions. Now this is the time where you get to use the word and but, and because. But there's a reason for those. They're connectors and they connect clauses together. Some clauses can stand all by themselves, but once you use one of those connecting words, it connects another clause that can't stand alone to the first one. I'll show you how it works as we work through this episode of Miss Teacher Tube. I'll see you soon. Whoa, before you go any further, we should maybe talk a little bit about clauses. There are two kinds of clauses you should be aware of. The first one is an independent clause. Now, if something is independent, it doesn't need anything else. It's a sentence all on its own. It has its own subject, predicate. If you had a period at the end, it's a sentence. A dependent clause, however, like a dependent child, cannot survive all by itself. It needs help. So a dependent clause has to be attached by a conjunction to an independent clause. That's the only way it can actually be part of a sentence. So that's the difference between independent and dependent clauses. Have fun with some of the activities. Welcome back. Before you go any further, we need to talk about the different conjunctions. There's three I'd like to talk to you about. The first one is because. Please don't ever start your sentence with because. It's a real no-no. Because is a conjunction. It connects your independent clause to your dependent clause. So because gives a reason for something, gives an explanation as to why something's happening. So you can't start your sentence with because. You need the independent clause first, and the because backs it up. The next one is so. Don't start your sentence with so. So is also a conjunction that connects two clauses. So shows a relationship between things. An example, I went out for dinner, so I wasn't hungry. So it shows the relationship between those two things. So please don't start your sentence with so. And the last one is but. Now, but is pretty special. It's kind of like a U-turn in the English language. For example, I love chocolate, but I like healthy food better. Can you feel the U-turn? I was on the road to chocolate there for a minute, and then I came to my senses and went to the healthy food. So that's the way we're going to use but. So on the next slides, you're going to have different conjunctions that you're going to have to use. Please write them down, pause on the slide, and have a little fun with the activity. I'll see you soon. Now it's your turn. On the following slides, I have selected a picture and I have written 3 independent clauses. I put the conjunction in, but now it's your job to stare at the picture and create the dependent clause to go with each sentence using each one of the conjunctions. This activity should take you a bit of time. Again, take your time and have some fun with the activity. I'll see you soon. Welcome to Sentence Games. With today's sentence games, you need 2 players, player 1 and player 2. Player 1 creates the independent clause. Player 2 gets to play around with them and pick the conjunction. Player 1 has to finish the sentence with a dependent clause. For example, if I'm player 1, I would say, I love chocolate. That's my dependent clause. Player 2 would pick the conjunction, because. I'd have to restate it and finish it. I love chocolate because it's creamy and delicious. Let's try another one. Player 1, that'd be me. I pick the independent clause. I love chocolate. Player 2 picks the conjunction, but. Player 1 repeats and then finishes the sentence. I love chocolate, but I like healthy food more. That's the way the game's played. Make sure you take turns and have some fun with it. Those people making the conjunction, have a good time. We'll see you soon. Welcome back. So now we're at the end of this activity and it's time to reflect on what we've learned about conjunctions. I'm leaving you with 2 questions. Please think very carefully before you answer them. The first one is, how does using conjunctions allow me to communicate what I'm thinking more clearly in writing? And the second question is, how can using conjunctions properly help me be a better communicator, make my writing more clear? Think about those 2 questions. Take your time writing the answers to them. And I'll see you on the next episode of Miss Teacher 2. Bye for now.